What are the most relevant drivers to invest in North America?
I would say there are three main drivers. First of all, it's close to the market. We know North America is the biggest market in the world. You reduce at least 30 days lead time compared to Asia when you come to Asia. And the second is the quick to response customers. And the third one, obviously, logistic cost. If logistic is big part of your cost, then that's a big thing to consider. And the second driver is customers' request. Now, because the USMCA or regional content, customer request their suppliers come to the North America block. And then the third one is company strategic planning, because for the global footprint, you want to reduce risk of the tariff barriers, so you want to localize your production to serve the local market.
Okay, what are the main difference in investing in the three North American countries?
So that's a really typical question. As we know, Mexico is the only, that's a relatively low-cost country, and obviously there are big difference when it comes to U.S. or Canada. Obviously, U.S., Canada is good for an U.S. company who has high added value and a very automatic process. And also U.S. has a low energy or utility cost. That's the benefit. And when it's come to Mexico, the first benefit, Mexico still is the developing country, but Mexico has really good infrastructure because Mexico has been part of the NAFTA for 26 years. Where the labor cost, Mexico is still developing country cost. So that's a huge benefit for Mexico.
Okay, and what are the most asked questions when investors consider exploring Mexico?
So we, as Prudence, we have been receiving or help customers set up factories in Mexico, more than 500 projects. And when they come to Asia, companies, I believe at least 50 companies have been set up in Mexico. The most common asked question, first one is where in Mexico. Some cases the question is easy because they go where the customer goes, and some others it's question is a little bit wide because Mexico it's not that small country, let's say. So Mexico, there's the west, northwest, mainly downside of California, and there that industry is a medical device, electronics, and aerospace part. So is more industry for them. And then Mexico has the northeast, which is downside of Texas. And the northeast has been a really heavy industry area. So you will see a lot of steel mills, automotive industry, appliances, and even metal machinery. You will find a lot variety of industry in this area. And then we have Central Mexico, which is more automotive industry in that area, and now also aerospace in that areas. And when we go to South Mexico, it's more agriculture and the tourist area. And actually the second question people most ask is qualified labor. If Mexico has enough qualified labor. So as we know, Mexico is quite a young country. The average age is 29 years old. So there is a lot available laborers in Mexico. And Mexico also, it's a country has technical schools. So people actually like to work in manufacturing industries, which is not really common in other countries. So people got the training, and Mexico, as we mentioned, Mexico is the one low-cost country, mainly manufacturing based.